So welcome to the webinar. This webinar is going to be on benefits of ERP, not specifically aimed around the product we sell, which is priority, but just in general benefits that you should hope to get out of your ERP system. If you'd like to find out more about the webinars we run, please check out our website on meditech.com. So let's get straight into it. So before we dive into the benefits, we need to ask ourselves things we should look at before looking at an ERP system. So these are internal questions that need to be raised before you go ahead to gain the most out of your ERP system. So we need to look at what are we hoping to achieve from getting an ERP system. Have a goal in mind, because this will help you down the line when it comes to weighing up the costs compared to the benefit. And it also helps you with generating ROI. How will we measure these results? So the best ROI calculations need to be performed and planned ahead of your new system being in place. You need to know what the business is currently performing like to be able to compare it to once it's got an ERP system in place and you're up and running with it. We need to also think about what are the company requirements, not just the top level, not just the management. What are the department functionality that we require? What's going to make staff life easier at work? And then build a process map from there with the ideas of the software that could aid instead of give you restraints. Flexibility. This is something everyone talks about when it comes to looking at ERP. You need to assess whether your company's business procedures can be solved with an out-of-the-box solution with easy modifications, or whether you have a complexity in your business that is bespoke to you and would need a little bit more thought than just an out-of-the-box system. A solution that is flexible is always better in the long run, as businesses' needs do change over time. It's just the nature of them. However, you will need to really learn whether the system you're putting in place is easy to modify, or whether it's quite difficult and the ongoing costs to change it would be going back to your supplier in the first place. Of course, these aren't just the only questions you should ask. There are a lot more, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today, let's focus on the benefits of implementing an ERP system. So, productivity. ERP aims to provide a greater workforce productivity by saving time in the way you process work. By having redundant processes automated, users will have more time to work on other pressing projects and tasks. They'll also be able to work easier since the solution was designed for ease of use. After you have productivity, this hopefully will amount to cutting costs. If you have a more productive workforce, they can hopefully process orders, which would increase profit, or you can eliminate jobs due to automated processes and staff productivity levels. ERP provides you with one source of accurate real-time information that helps reduce admin and operational costs. It also allows manufacturers to proactively manage operations and prevent disruptions and delays, and helps users to make decisions quicker. If you've chosen the right solution for your business, the right vendor who meets your needs, you're bound to find some powerful ROI. Collaboration. So collaboration has been talked about a lot recently. We've got all these social shares coming in. Lots of different pieces of software that can help you collaborate within a business to really make those communication channels as effective as possible. Having one central and consistent place for all that data that your business goes through improves the collaboration across departments. Businesses, they don't work best when all departments function separately. It's crucial to have that collaboration in place so the sales and the marketing team talk together, the projects and the operations team talk together. ERP touches on all those aspects of a business, so this naturally encourages collaboration. Reporting and forecasting is a very important part of a business. An ERP tool should be there to help you create more accurate forecasts. The information in your ERP system is as accurate as possible with hopefully as few human errors, which means you can make realistic estimates and more effective forecasts. More customizable reports can be achieved, so there are less chance of human errors in total figures. With better reporting and forecasting capabilities, your business can change its needs to cut down to save warehouse space or meet the demands of your current market, whilst being able to oversee the process at every step. So the next benefit would be a streamlined process. This also fits quite into the productivity manufacturers grow, their operations become complex. Manufacturing software automates business operational costs, providing accurate real-time information. So back to the reporting and forecasting, if you've got more accurate information, your processes are more streamlined. ERP helps navigate complex processes, preventing data re-entry and improving functions such as production, order completion and delivery, creating a streamlined process from start to end. And you also have the traceability to see what happened at every step. Mobiles. So the advantage of having a mobile workforce is endless. If you've got people on the road and they can't check the system, they're likely to do less of a better job. If they're on site and they can raise a quote like that, it's very simple for your users to get to the information at their fingertips. Mobiles have become such an important part of everyone's life. We have them on us all the time. I can't remember the last time I left home without one. So, having a workforce that can work from home, work from the office, work from the road, work from a petrol station, these are important parts. And if you don't have an ERP system that has apps or you can create apps for, then you're kind of being left behind in an age of digital. Customer service. It becomes easier to provide greater customer service when using an ERP system. Purely, the sales team and the customer service team can see what each other has done with that existing customer. If problems arise, we can put a sales rep in place who already has a good relationship with that customer to smooth talk them over and to see how to really fix their problems. You've got all this access to what has happened with the existing customer. So a customer service team isn't asking the questions, how did this happen, when did it happen, because the information is already on their screen. Security, a new system will provide the accuracy, consistency and security of data. Restrictions to data can be managed through management of a system. So not everyone can have access to information that is a little bit personal. So your personnel records, your HR records, that can just be purely locked away for your HR team to deal with. Same with accounts, so that the information is safe in your system. Moving on, the last two slides are about the return on investment and the functionality that you should gain from an ERP system. Now, ROI, I think, is probably the biggest benefit. If you're not having a return on your investment, then why are you investing in the first place? It's quite hard to quantify and to measure the correct ROI, but these are just 6 points where you should see a return on investment. So inventory reduction level, due to enhanced planning, you've got better control. The reduction of material costs, so if you've got better planning, you should know how to make the most out of your materials, which should help with your procurement and payment protocols. Labour reduction, more efficient staff that's easier to do their day job. They should be quicker, more efficient, and this should lead to less staff overtime and perhaps just less staff in general to get the job done. Admin reduction costs, quite self-explanatory. Improved efficiency, we've talked about that a lot over this. It is one of the key benefits. It also fits into ROI. All of the points previously listed should give you a better relationship with your customer as well. If the products are being delivered when you say they will be delivered, because you can see how long it's going to take the factory, because you can see their current workload, customers should be less upset, which means that the relationships you build with your customers are better at retaining that. So your profits should also increase. Quite a difficult thing to do, as I said, is to calculate the ROI. Down the bottom, you can see a small ROI calculation where you've got the total cost of ownership divided by the years, plus the total cost of ownership times by the profit increase forecast. So that is a percentage. So that's just a forecast. Obviously, over time, that will get better. It would be 30,000 in this example. Obviously, that can fluctuate depending on what system you go for and depending on how much you really are keen to get that return on investment. But over 5 years, to nearly make back half of what you paid for your system, 15 years and you've paid for your system in just the return on investment, just what you have saved. So really, it's investing in your future. There's no other outstanding costs. So my last benefit, I'd like to talk about functionality. So the better functionality, it will lead to better return on investment. If you pay less for more, you're already on your way to success. A key benefit of the functionality is that it covers every department, which includes all of the benefits previously mentioned. You know, you've got collaboration in there, you've got customer service in there. Many organizations can become more successful from just streamlining their operations. The main point is not to get distracted from software that has many capabilities, but to look at a solution that has a clear upgrade path so that you're also not left behind. If your software, you buy your software in 2018 and you don't upgrade it until 2022, you are likely to be missing out on key functionality that your competitors have, and it makes their job easier, which means they're more efficient and they're making more money than you. And you need to understand how a software progresses. It can't go from year to year without any update from your supplier. And you don't need to compromise. You will find a solution that will hit your target requirements. You've just got to keep looking. It might be long, but you'll find it. With the functionality you're currently looking for, plus the future of the software, you can be sure that when you select an ERP system, it is true to future-proofing your business. What you don't want to be doing is looking again in 7 years' time and going through the whole process again, and perhaps making the same mistakes again. The ERP projects are big tasks. They uphaul a whole organization, and they don't happen overnight, and you don't initially see the return on investment overnight. So wrapping up, there are hundreds of benefits you can get from an ERP system. I haven't mentioned them all today. I think I mentioned quite a few key points and hopefully given you ideas on how to measure these benefits before implementing so that you can see the real true meaning of a beneficial ERP system. So thanks for watching. Check out our website as mentioned on the screen, menatech.com. On there you'll find information about the products we sell, which is Priority Software, and also our previous webinars and our upcoming webinars. And if you'd like to get in contact, please do so via the website. Thank you very much.